This is a view of my new workshop here. It's a little workshop, but it's just a nice size for me with what I'm making right now. There's my wheel over here. We'll go in and we'll take a look around. You can see this side of the workshop. I've got where I make all the modelling of the figures or plate technique or whatever I need to make over there. Got all my tools and my dryer and everything there. And then in the far end I've got all my terra sigillata ready for decorating. On the other side of the workshop we've got the shelving. Right now there's a bit of stuff on the two middle shelves. By the time we get to the next summer they'll be full up, all the shelves. We can see up here there's pixie houses, 14 pixie houses there for making a fairy village. And then that's going to be all houses there. Then the next section we've got figures, and there are different types of figures. I've got some in here that are sweethearts. And then there's mothers and children. It's all things everybody can relate to. I've got one there with the bird lady feeding the birds. We've got one there with someone playing a drum. Oh, and then we've got the evil witch. These ones over here, they're the ones we exhibited last year, and they're all Saga blend, so there's no glaze on them. They're all been fired with different things on them and just waxed. So, and they've been standing out all summer, but now when it's getting towards winter, we're taking them in, and otherwise they're just going to get ruined. And you can see the kind of colouring I'm working with here. I've got each of the colours. Each of the jars corresponds to a number on the shelf. So I've got different colours in blue and green and brown, two red colours. But what I'm doing is I'm making mostly my own colours up. I'm using some stain because some things are just not are better to just use stain. And other things are a mix of stain, oxides, all kinds of stuff. So this is where I do it all. I've got my books over here on the shelf here with my recipes and the glaze recipes and stuff like that. And I've got the wooden plates that I have the figure standing on while they're drying. So I have a nice view out the window. Trees outside. This is where I make my terra sigillata. I make it in the big glass jar, 2.5 litres at a time, and then I siphon it up down in the smaller glasses underneath. And I've got me, in the one thing I've got my favourite tools, and then in the other one I've got tools I use sometimes. Over here I've got the tools I use for finish work. I've got brushes and stuff like that. I've got these sticks with the hard foam from the kitchen sponges on them, and they're really good for opening the pores up when I'm putting the terra sigillata on. I've got some old wooden sticks here. Some are made myself and some were bought for years and years and years ago. Some have never been used. The stuff for turning is here. Everything here is for turning. So I've got me waste bins underneath here where the clay comes down and gets made up for joining the figure parts and that. So everything's right here in this little room. My boxes for when I have to transport stuff. I've got them underneath the shelf. So this is my new workshop. It's a little bit compact. I'm sure a little bit too much compact for most people, but I like to keep it clean, tidy, and I know always where everything is. So there's a little sneak preview for you, and I'll see you again later.